And we're back.
What up?
What's up, dude? Fucking. You read the YouTube comments lately?
Yeah.
You see my little brother?
No. I guess I didn't read that one. What was it?
Cooking me.
Your little brother's
me.
cooking? Is it about
Dog.
the episode that where you were, or that we like talked about him, or is he just like going in on you in general?
I think he's just commenting on random posts.
What'd he say?
He said...
But he did it on the YouTube?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said, hello, Eric. It's my government name for those who don't know. He said, hello, Eric.
He calls you Eric?
Yeah, and then no, not really. He just called me Bubby. But on YouTube, he called me Eric, yeah. And he goes, on another post, he said the same thing. He said, hello, Eric. Do you know your daddy?
Dude.
And it's under my mom's name, though. That's the worst part.
So it pops up as like Emily Brown?
Yeah, and I'm just like, bitch, no, you know I don't. And then I was like, oh, that has to be Nash. So
you talked to her on the phone. You're like, what are you doing?
No,
She's like, no, it's Nash.
I haven't talked to her on the phone yet. I have zero idea. I just assumed that. Will you lay down?
And he's out here just talking the most shit.
Yeah, dude. Just absolutely no chill.
Oh, my God.
Got nothing for me. No love. He's got it.
Not like a, hey, good job, proud of you, good to see you on screen.
Well, he's 8.
Well, yeah, but that makes it even more impressive that he's coming at you like that.
Well, I told you what happened at my great-grandpa's funeral, right?
Maybe?
So we're sitting at Tironi's for lunch after the funeral, and he's like, let's have a roasting competition, okay?
Oh, no.
And I was like, all right, like, you're ugly.
Just right out of the gate.
You're ugly.
You're ugly.
And he was like, no, you're ugly. And I was like, good one.
Original.
And I was like, yo, you seen the Michelin Tire Man? And then he just had zero idea what that meant. And he don't have folds and wrinkles. He's not that anymore.
No, but he's chubby, right?
He's a little
He
chubby.
was chubby.
But then he looks at me and he was like, yeah, well, I could beat up your dad. And I was like, that's funny because I actually used to beat up your dad. And then he looked at me, he goes, at least I know my dad. And I was just like, all right, you win, dude. My bad.
He's just got these on lock for you, man.
He's just ready to make fun of me about my dad. Yeah. That's what he's ready for.
Oh, my God.
And here's the crazy part. There's only one way he knows it. Mom, why'd you tell him? Didn't tell me till I was like 10. So
It's not his dad.
Fuck?
It's not his dad.
I don't care. Now he's cooking me for it, dog.
And he'll probably continue to
It's
cook you
NFL
for the
season,
rest
and
of your
he
life.
doesn't have burgers and brats on the grill. He's got Big Brother Hop on the grill.
Yeah,
Just
he's
6 minutes
Let's
aside,
roast each
dude,
other.
grilling me.
Let's roast each other.
God. He is just ruthless.
Well, hey, at least he showed all of his cards early.
Yeah.
So there's no you know what the bottom line is going to be for him now.
Yeah.
So now you just got to go past it. I don't know how. I don't know
With
what.
an 8-year-old, I gotta be careful, man. But given his demographic and where he lives, he's probably heard it all, so I'm safe. I'm safe.
Relatively.
Also, to kind of give him props on his size, he's doing Pee Wee football now, and his size is serving him really well. Apparently, he plays tackle, and he had a couple sacks, and in the same game, he had 2 touchdowns as a running back. And Derrick Henry stiff-armed a kid to the ground, according to my grandmother.
Whoa.
So.
And he's how old? 8?
Yeah, shout out, little bro.
Let's see. 6 is like kindergarten, 7's like, so he's in like 2nd grade?
2nd, 3rdish grade, yeah.
Wow.
Well, 2nd, because he redid a year.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, 2nd grade.
He's killing it.
That's crazy. Just wait till he hits like 5th grade and he's still playing and they decide to put an X on his helmet if he doesn't lose weight. Because then he won't be able to touch the ball. They'll be like, nope, can't do that. So, it's all good.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I had one of the best arms in like my grade.
All right, we're not here to relive 8th grade football.
Not even, dude. It was 5th. But
Moving
no,
on.
for real though. Slapped a fat X on the back of my helmet because I was a little chunky. I was like, well, this isn't nearly as fun as I thought it was going to be. I'm just blocking now. This is
Well, it's
boring.
a good thing you would have messed up your ankle way sooner.
Yeah, dude.
What'd you do there? Talk to me about that.
Athletic play of the week. coming at you. So me and a buddy, shout out Evan Latner, high school friend of mine. We grew up together, but he's up here now. And we both have taken a liking to disc golf. Like I play golf, I play disc golf, play pickleball, started playing a lot of obscure sports post-college, you know?
Yeah.
So we go to SOM, which is over here up in our neck of the woods, and we're playing that course. And everything's going fine. Like the first hole we play into the woods, and then we play a couple holes in the woods, and then on I think it's tee box 10 is when you're throwing back out of the woods and you're throwing into like open.
Sure.
So it's like super exciting. You're like, oh, I'm gonna bomb this drive.
Good.
Well, when we're on hole 9, we're like sitting on this log just waiting for the people in front of us to play. There's a group in front of us that's playing this hole. We're waiting to tee off, and there's a twosome behind us. Okay. So it's like we're all, twosome, good one. So we're all like bottlenecked, right? Like if we jump them, same thing's going to happen because it's still going to be 3 groups in a row.
Yeah.
In golf, usually whenever a group says play through, like if you're playing up on them, they like stop playing at the hole and they let you play through so that you can get ahead of them. So we're sitting on this fucking log and these 2 guys look back and they're like, yeah, you guys can play through. Don't worry about it. And I go, no, it's cool. Like we got a group coming up behind us. Like you guys just play, like just keep playing. Like it's all good. We're chilling. And they're like, no, come on. And they're being like super insistent. And I'm just like, all right, fine, dude. Evan, throw. So he throws, I throw. We throw, our drives land like right up by them. And instead of them just letting us play through, they start playing the same fucking hole with us.
So you just merged groups?
So we just merged groups for like a half a hole. So Evan and I are like out here like throwing like really quick, trying to get these discs up to the basket. Finally, we get them like probably 8 feet away from the basket, and he goes, is that good? And I'm like, yeah, dude, just let's just pick up and go. Like, there's no point finishing this out. So we get to the 10th tee box, and I step up. I throw a bomb of a drive. It's probably 250 feet, except it's like to the left a little bit. So that wasn't great. Evan throws his. It's like
Shanked it.
It's like 200, 150, whatever it was. So I've got the bag. I run up to his, and I, like when I say run, I'm just like hitting a nice light jog. Run up to his, drop my bag by his, and I'm like, I'm just going to throw this over there. I'm going to finish out this hole with 1 disc, and then we're going to like make room in between us and that group so that they're not playing up on us this whole time, right?
Right.
So I drop the bag. I've got maybe a 75-foot jog to my disc from his. If you guys have ever been out at SOM Park, you know that there's fucking mole holes, like mole mounds. There's all sorts of holes. They don't cut the grass except maybe once every 2 months. So you can't fucking see them. So I'm taking off in a little jog, you know, and I'm not wearing like high tops. And I can see my disc in the grass. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to make a nice like approach shot, and we're going to get out of here. Stoik! Just absolutely just snaps it.
Damn.
Snaps it, dude. I thought I broke it because my foot went into a hole and it rolled like, if this is my ankle, it rolled like this way. So it wasn't like all the way to the side. It was like forward and to the side.
Ew.
So like, it's more so here and here.
got
I
a
got the brace on, dude.
on.
I had a boot get brought up from Evansville because I was like, I don't know how bad this motherfucker's gonna be. I don't know how bad it's gonna be.
Dog.
And that's how bad. Hey, in timeout, that's how bad my ankles are. That I have a boot at the ready in my closet at my parents' house at home.
So
that's how bad my ankles are.
I have a boot, but that's just because I did mess up my ankle and now it's in the back of storage. I don't know that I don't plan on needing it, but
this is the 4th time I've done this to the same ankle.
The same ankle?
Same ankle 4
See,
times.
I've only messed up my ankles twice, and it was each ankle once.
Nope. 4 times on this one, 1 time on this one. I've had 5 high ankle sprains, and 4 of them are my right ankle. But that's beside the point. What the point is that if you are going to tell somebody to play through, I don't care if it's golf, like actual golf. I don't care if it's disc golf. If you're going to have the etiquette to tell somebody in a group to play through, fucking hold your horses and stop playing. Because then shit like this happens. Because the people in front of you feel like they got to rush, which is exactly why I did. If we were just chilling, there is no way that this injury happens. And if we would have just played behind him, no way. You know why? Because I'm not running to my disc. That's why. Not tripping over fucking molehills.
Talk your shit, dude.
So yeah, if you
Let
guys
'em know.
are playing golf, if you're playing disc golf and you're trying to be nice, let them fucking play through. That's all I have to say. I'm still fucking heated about it. Because this is just so unnecessary, dude. If I did this in the Dayton tournament, that would be a totally different story. It's like, okay, cool. Like, I twisted it while we were playing a game. Like, we're playing a competitive game for a trophy. All right, cool. No. This is leisurely with a buddy I haven't seen in like 2 months. Just hanging out. Trying to throw, catch up. Just get a couple pars. Done. Couldn't even finish a round. We went and sat back at my car, and like as soon as it went, dude, I was just laying on the ground, just like, oh my god, I did it again. The guys that are behind us come up to the tee box, and they just throw. They throw right over me.
While you're laying on the ground?
While I'm laying on the ground. They just throw their disc right over the top of me.
Yes, dude.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Damn it, the button's off. That is supposed to be a clap. Yeah.
They just throw their disc right over top of me. It was ridiculous. And Evan didn't even see that I had messed up my ankle because he's at his disc and he's like getting ready to throw, and he throws his disc and he looks over at me and he just sees me on the ground like
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Those guys throw their disc. They don't give a fuck about us.
Nope.
A dude from the first tee box that runs parallel to the 10th, because the first tee you throw into the woods and then the 10th you throw out.
Gotcha.
This guy sees me do it and he comes jogging over to help me.
Uh-huh.
Like, super nice guy. I don't know what your name is. I don't know who you are, but shout out the random stranger that, like, came over to, like, see if I was all right.
Thanks for helping my sweetheart out.
And then, yeah, dude, at that point, I look over, and these two dumb fucks are just walking to their discs. And I'm like, what was the point of any of this? For what, bro? For what?
For what, bro?
So, yeah, if you're going to let people play through, let them fucking play through them. End of my rant.
You also need to be doing ankle mobility exercises.
Yeah, I know.
Don't lose your range of motion.
I know. I have been. I've been doing the one where you put the towel under your foot and you scrunch your toes up. That one. Kayla's put me through a whole thing.
Good deal.
So yeah, shit. There goes my coaster. Yeah. So ankles, gotta love them. Porcelain ankles.
Well,
It's great. It's all right though. Could have been a lot worse. I thought it was worse.
let's get on to something else here, and let's talk about this video that you've got ready for us.
Yeah. So this is a complete change of tone. Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's get you out of this.
To set this
angry
up.
state.
Opening football Sunday, I'm with Jake and Al.
Okay.
And we go back to Jake's, and he and I are just like goofing off, spitballing, whatever. And he goes, "Have you seen this video?" And I go, "No." This is the video he shows me. Okay.
I've been taking 30 milligrams of zinc for about a month now, and if I even hear a woman, my cock starts thrashing around like a greyhound in a cage before a race. I shit you not. I've got so much gumption in my truncheon I could slam it clean through a stud wall and impregnate every occupant of the next room, even the menfolk. Thanks to zinc, I've done so much fucking my wife's nethers looks like a punched lasagna. I had to do the ultimate gentleman move and shag her up the jacksie to give her a coochie a break, but even that finally gave in on me. Honestly, she's been howling like a bulldog shitting a pine cone. And the cum. I didn't even tell you about the cum. My cane sugar be firing out like a goddamn jet washer. Stripped the paint right off the master bedroom and left a divot in the plasterboard. Thanks, zinc.
Your what? Your cane sugar?
It looks like
That's
a punched
nuts.
lasagna.
Hey, you know what my first response to that is? Yeah, there's a lot to unpack in there. But first response, AI is wild.
Yeah, that was really accurate sounding. So the whole reason that video got brought up
That
is
is
because he looks at
crazy.
me. He comes out of the bathroom. And he's got these 2 pills in his hand. I'm like, "What are those?" And he goes, "Oh, there's zinc." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's zinc." And he goes, "I've just been pumping myself full of zinc for like the last 2 weeks after I watched that video to see if it was true." So then it leads me to Reddit. Okay. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, there's no way that if you just take straight zinc that it makes you horny. There's no way, right? There is a way. Listen to this. So I get on Reddit, right? And
I am terrified for what you're about to read.
There's this subreddit,
Oh,
and it's
no.
called RNoFap. Okay, so it's all these people that are coming in here trying to like abstain from fapping.
Pat Boylston leads the group. Pat Boylston leads the group.
I mean, this might be him. I don't know. So this subreddit heading says, zinc and other vitamins made me horny in one day. I need an explanation. About a week ago, I decided to try this vitamin water. I drank like 4 or 5 bottles and my skin was already glowing and I was so horny that by the evening, I felt like I was 13 to 15 again and I relapsed 3 times like it never happened. No disbenefits. Relapsed as in fapped again. I've read that zinc makes your load bigger and makes you more fertile and stuff. Here's how much one bottle of these vitamins contains. So zinc, 5 milligrams, all these different vitamins and minerals, yada yada. I woke up the next day with no disbenefits, but a bit of glow of my skin had faded away. Somebody replied and said, I am no expert. Zinc produces testosterone. That's why you will get a sex drive. I took 1 zinc pill yesterday, and I feel the urges are very strong today. That is why I will never take it every day. I really think we should use it with caution during the first 90 days recovery of nofap. B12 should be okay to reduce stress and maintain the nervous system. Somebody responded to that. Yeah, I think most of us who have not managed to build a strong self-control should not take up zinc every day and other stuff which boosts testosterone, fertility, libido, etc. I am taking my chances. I will up my dose 3 times of zinc. I will get enough copper, iron, and other vitamins to balance everything out. It's going to be hard since my max days no fap has been about 30 to 35 days, but I'm taking a risk here. How much did you take, though? It's kind of weird because I bought a small can of zinc pills, 115 milligram of zinc. I still don't feel horny. It's been about 3 to 4 hours. Well, I do feel kind of weird, though. I only slept 3 to 5 hours last night. I'm actually not even that tired, and I'm kind of very focused and energetic. Last time I took those vitamin waters, it took me 5 to 9 hours until I felt really horny. By the way, where'd it go? By the way, that day when I relapsed 3 times, I felt like I want to relapse, but I had to force myself to say no. Otherwise, I could have gone for 4 or 5 times. That's insane. All that in less than 2 hours. Actually, fuck. I am feeling kind of a bit horny. It's like a sexual energy of some kind of pressure is building up from my balls to my chest. Oh shit. I am feeling kind of enthusiastic now. Yeah, I think I need a cold shower tonight. I wonder what other vitamins and 45 milligrams of zinc per day will do to me with the little Cartman emoji voice. Holy shit. And then that was it. All these guys are just pumping themselves full of zinc and trying to do nofap.
So that is... Whoa.
The fact that... The thing about this comment is that he's like, well, I do feel kind of weird, though. It's like he's literally just typing out his thoughts onto this subreddit thread.
Did he get horny while typing this paragraph?
That's what it sounds like.
Did he write that essay in APA format, dude?
Yeah, because it sounds like, actually, fuck, I am feeling kind of horny a bit. It's like a sexual energy of some kind of pressure is building up from my balls to my chest.
Bro, that is like... That's like something straight out of a soft porn novel. Like, that's just... Shut the fuck up. Get off Reddit, go to Pornhub, and go to bed.
Yeah, for real.
God bless.
For real. I was just so appalled. I was like, oh my God. There's a subreddit for everything, I guess, but...
Bro.
Yeah, man. Guys out here just popping zinc and seeing what happens as science experiments.
Pop a zinc and go sniff a seat, dude. It'll pay for your zinc.
Oh, it very well could. It very well could.
Got the right friends.
But yeah, that Biden video is hilarious. Looked like a punched lasagna.
The AI shit is too real these days. So in the thumbnail for the video, it shows Biden standing at a desk. So I was very fooled when it came up.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a video of like Biden speaking, and then you're like an actual video of Biden speaking.
No,
I didn't think it was going to be an AI thing, so I was completely thrown off for a second. I was
Nope.
like, wait. President's taking zinc? For what?
Yep. For that libido, baby. We need to get a zinc sponsorship.
No, we don't.
And just eat them like candy through No Nut November.
on the show. Dude, I fail No Nut November as is. Like, yeah, I don't need PEDs to fail that shit. I'm gonna wake up and fail.
Yes.
You know the main reason?
Why?
My birthday's in November.
Ah.
I'm celebrating.
Naturally.
Sometimes by myself. Celebrating.
Eric Hopkins, party of one.
Let's relax. It would be more like, birthday boy, party of one, something like that. Give my government name to a hostess at Hacienda. What do I look like? Come on, bro. Fucking relax.
Damn, Hacienda sounds good.
All right. Did you watch week 1 of football? Of course you did. There's
Yeah,
nothing
did
else
I?
to do.
Yeah. Take us through it.
Told myself I wouldn't yell about this, so I'm going to try not to. All right, I got 3 things to say about opening night last Thursday.
Okay. Let's hear it.
1, and arguably first and foremost, I would have been a better receiving option than Kadarius Toney.
It was bad for him.
Secondly, I would have been a better receiving option than Sky Moore.
It was also bad for him.
Third, the Lions, you only put up 2 touchdowns on offense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that scared.
No?
I'm not that scared. Hey, a playoff team. Not deep playoff team. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't really know. I hadn't given it that much thought.
You lose that game if Kadarius Toney catches 1 ball. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm not that scared of the
Not to
Lions.
mention Travis Kelce.
Their roar sounded more like a bark. It wasn't that. I've heard a bark before.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how they build on it. That's going to be
that's
the
good.
biggest thing is like a momentum.
Now, did you see the thing about Dan Campbell's pregame ritual?
Yeah, dude, the 6 ostrich eggs and
Yeah, I don't know if that's real,
I hope it is.
but I'm seeing it on a lot of real accounts like Clutch Points, ESPN.
Yeah,
That's insane.
I hope it's real. 6 ostrich eggs, goes get a lift, then
He says
makes love to Mrs. Campbell while he puts a picture of the head coach on the headboard.
the opposing team's head coach on the headboard, and he's like, if I can finish while looking at your face, then I'm sure enough to beat you. That's insane.
Yeah, if I can finish looking at your face, I'm going to finish you on the field.
That's insane. That's like the night before Transy, I put a picture of TJ's face up on the headboard. Like, I'm not getting it up, let alone getting one off.
No, I'm probably just going to cry. They're like, what am I doing right now?
Yeah,
Like,
man,
what am I
that's
doing?
insane. That's insane. So, yeah, those are my takeaways from... Oh, and here's a 4th takeaway. Patrick Mahomes is just that legit.
Yeah.
Like, he have terrible, terrible game in terms of team play, and you still only lose by 1.
Yep.
No Travis Kelce, no Chris Jones, no defensive player. Man,
Yep.
it's unreal.
Yeah, they are. They're the new dynasty in my mind. I mean, they are always the team to beat.
I meant to start with this, but I didn't. So we're gonna play a little game involving the NFL,
Oh boy,
and
here we
it's
go.
one of those more of questions.
Okay.
And I've done a little just rough research so that we could get a rough estimate of this, and I have a rough estimate answer. So I'll be curious to see if you can get there and how you get there.
Okay.
Are there more punches thrown in a single boxing match or in an NFL season? What's your guess? And what's your breakdown on that?
I'm gonna say that there's more punches thrown in an NFL season
Okay.
because I'm thinking of punches in the non-conventional sense of fighting. I'm thinking of punches as in like a linebacker or somebody trying to punch a ball out
Yes.
of somebody's hands.
Yeah. You're the first dude I've asked this question to, first person for that matter, to think that way.
Yeah.
Other than me and Dal, who came up with this question, like that was one of the first things that he and I both thought of was, okay, well, we know punches are getting thrown. Because one of my first thoughts was these O-linemen that are going up against guys like Aaron Donald and Michael Parsons, like if they beat you around the edge, like you only got one hope to stop them after that, and that's a quick punch to the kidney on the way around. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm throwing that in the blocking in the trenches up there. I'm throwing a little jab every now and then.
Yeah, there's some jabs thrown
But
in
then
the
going
in the
to punch
trenches.
the ball out for sure.
But the punch the ball out, that's right where my mind went. I mean,
So-
obviously boxing is all punching, but then you have X amount of more teams than you do
Right.
2 people.
right. So here's the math that we did. There, on average, and it varies depending on weight classes. So there's between 70 and 100 punches thrown per round in a boxing match. Assuming it's a 12-round fight, right? 100 punches times 12 rounds, that's 1,200 punches.
Mm-hmm.
If there's,
And that's if it goes the distance.
right, if there's 10 punches thrown in an NFL game, it blows it out by a mile.
Oh yeah.
It blows
And it
out
doesn't
by
take
a mile.
long either.
No. So
Mhm.
that's 5 punches a team, right? For 272 games. Let's say they do 5 punches a game. Each team does 2.5. Let me get my calculator out here. I can't do math. 5 times 272 is 1,360. 1,360.
Yep.
So still beats it by 160.
Yeah. Beats it
It's
by
gotta be NFL punches.
beats it by like almost more than a round.
It's gotta be NFL punches.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's a good question though. That's kind of like it's a little stumper.
It's a little stumper, and
Because
there's a
you
lot of
automatically
people who
think
don't
about
get
like
it.
after the whistle, like scuffles and all that
yeah,
stuff.
scuffles and just like
But
bench
like,
brawls.
yeah, then you think about it and it's like, well, defensive guys are taught to literally punch the ball out. So
Yeah. like close your fist and punch the ball.
rip through their arms, punch the ball out, whatever you got to do. Yeah, no, that's
It's
a good one.
nuts.
Yeah, it's definitely NFL. More punches thrown than boxing as
It's
a whole.
gotta be. It's gotta be. So boxers, step it up. No, I'm kidding. All right, week 1 gambling recap. If you gambled with us, which none of you probably did,
Hope you did.
if you did, you made just a little bit of money. Just a little bit.
Just a bit.
We gave you 6 bets, hit 3 of them. So what we missed was Lions at Chiefs. We had Chiefs minus 6.5. That obviously did not hit. Titans and Saints. Saints minus 3 did not hit. Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks minus 5.5 did not hit. That was probably the most surprising and disappointing one for me. The Saints still won the game, just didn't cover the spread. Chiefs.
Was that the teaser we did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
No. This was not the teaser.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This was not. I didn't count the teaser. These were just the picks.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, and then the Jags at Colts, Jags minus 5, that did cover, and that one was one that I probably felt the most comfortable about,
Yeah.
especially with Travis Kelce being out for the Chiefs game.
Oh,
That one was up in the air.
for sure.
Both of our over/under picks hit, so we took the Falcons and Panthers under 39.5. That hit. Dolphins Chargers over 51. That hit. And then our play of the week: Travis Kelce anytime touchdown score and Marquise Valdes-Scantling over 19.5 receiving yards. Since Travis Kelce did not play, that line was avoided. MVS hit his line. Money in the bank. Here's where it gets real sad. I told you to stay away from the Texans at Ravens. Ravens minus 10.
Mm-hmm.
For a while there, it was looking like, all right, I'm on to something. And then the Ravens come back and win by 11 fucking points.
Yeah.
They just barely cover the spread. So if you did bet with us, you lost out on a little bit of money because I told you not to do something. My bad, dude. Sorry.
Oops.
But the good news is it's week 2, baby.
It is week 2.
It's week 2. We got new matchups. We got new bets ready. We
Hit us-
already got a couple of them placed.
Hit us with them.
And
Hit us with them.
just to be clear, we are keeping track of these all year long to see how many units will be up or
And
down.
what are our units at? And units are what you bet every time for those that are unfamiliar. Your units are steadfast pretty much so that you can keep track. So like a unit could be $5. It
Yeah,
could be
whatever
$100.
whatever your unit is, our units will remain disclosed. You don't need to know how much I'm gambling out there, but just know we will be net positive. So whatever your unit is, keep track of it yourself. That's great. Week 2 gambling props. First, I want to start with a story about gambling and that you need to be very careful. So in 2021, Colts played the Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a small $10 wager on this game. And this was like a, 8 to 10 pick parlay, which I do not recommend and I will not be giving out on this show. That is how you lose your money. 10 to win 800. Colts versus Ravens. All kinds of props in there. There's team over under touchdown total props. There's player props. There's spreads, all that. Everything hit except one.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is this one leg, the way I thought I placed it, did hit. And that was Ravens over under either 2.5 or 3.5 touchdowns. Game was close. Ravens weren't doing it. And then fourth quarter, they exploded, and it went into overtime, and they did it. I'm cheering my ass off. Jumping up and down. So excited. I just won $800. Ravens over 2.5 touchdowns in the first half.
Oh, yikes.
That is the button I clicked. Please read your props, proofread it, double check it, make sure you've got what you want before you hit that submit button.
Yeah.
You will be heartbroken.
Yeah.
You will be heartbroken every time. It just sucked.
I've done that too.
Oh
I
my
can't think of like
God.
a specific, but I know that I've done
That
it.
is the
and
one.
It hurts,
dude, I was like,
It
I
hurts.
had jumped for joy, was running around the house, screenshotted it, sent it to a couple people. Dow's like, let me see your phone. Let me see that bet.
And then
he's
he
looking
reread
at
it?
and he's reading at it, and he's like, hey, you didn't win $800. I was like, what? Did I win $1,600? And he's like, no, you didn't win
No,
anything.
you won.
You lost $10. And I was like, what? How? He said, first half, buddy. And I was like, oh. And you know what the worst thing is? I also bet on the Colts touchdown over, and it was like 1.5 or something. And they hit it. And I didn't click first half whatever for them.
Yeah.
I clicked full game.
It was just,
So it was just that one line. Just please proofread.
that's tough.
Please proofread. Please double check that you make sure you got the right picks in your slip.
Yep.
Otherwise, it will be fatal. So, with that said, heading into week 2, I got 3 spreads for you. I'm going to give you, I got to decide live because I haven't been able to decide yet. So, I'm just going to throw a couple out there and give them to you. Hopefully, they hit.
That's fine. We can talk it through.
I think I feel pretty comfortable about them, though. That's for the over-unders. The spreads I already have picked out. I've already got them locked in on my bet slips. They're ready to go. We are looking at Bucks -3 at home versus Chicago.
Bucks -3 at home versus Chicago.
Baker and the Bucks at home win by a field goal or more
I like
against the
that.
Bears. Bears, you looked terrible.
Yeah, Bears looking a little rough.
You looked like the worst team of the weekend, and then we saw the Giants. So,
yeah.
oh,
no
wait,
doubt.
you know what? The Giants were on Monday night, so therefore you were the worst team of the weekend. Sucks to be you guys.
Yeah.
Until Justin Fields goes out there and really proves some people wrong, what are the Bears going to do?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Bucks -3 at home, and the Bucks actually surprised a lot of people this weekend. Baker Mayfield played his ass off.
And
dude.
thank God, because I've got him in my super flex spot on our fantasy
It's a trash
dynasty.
ass super flex player.
Well, he's the best one I could put in there. So
Doubt it.
thank God he did.
Next, Dolphins -2.5 at New England. Yeah,
-2.5.
I'm fading Bill Belichick at home.
I mean, I'm a Patriots fan. That
I'm
one hurts a
fading
little bit.
Belichick at home. Win by a field goal or more. Dolphins looked incredible against the Chargers, dude.
They did.
Now that game was obviously a gunslinging shootout,
Yeah.
and that game was going to be decided with whoever got the ball last. It happened to be the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And a huge defensive error by the Chargers with that pass interference, just blatantly shoving the guy.
Yeah.
So that
Doesn't
played a
matter.
part in it, but that's football, baby. And last, we got Steelers +2 at home versus the Browns. Mike Tomlin, a home dog 2 weeks in a row to start the season. Give me it. Give me it. Give me that. And the Browns, I knew they blew the Bengals out, but let's unpack that for a second. Joe Burrow and the Bengals looked like the Bengals before Joe Burrow. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Like they looked terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't whatever reason, but they were terrible.
Yeah, they did not look good.
Deshaun Watson didn't impress me either. Like I know they technically blew him out, but they didn't blow. It wasn't like the Bengals or the Browns put up 30 points. What was the final score of that? Like 24 to what?
3.
Browns versus Bengals. Yeah, 24-3. So
Yeah.
they put up 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I don't think Mike Tomlin's going for that. Not 2 weeks in a row. He's not losing at home. No way. And it's a divisional opponent. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that heightens the stakes right
I'm
there.
taking Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. Over unders.
Well, I would take Mike Tomlin and the Steelers just for this fact alone, if you have Watt in a PPR league or anything like in our dynasty league, Joe had him. He got him 55 points.
Yeah, well, a lot of those
He's
guys.
a dog.
So Dallas has Aluakon or whatever his name is for the Jaguars. He's a linebacker. He gave him like 60 points.
That's
I
insane.
had a linebacker give me, or no, not 60, 40-something. I had two of my linebackers both give me over 30-something points. Like,
Yeah, both of mine got me
they're,
like 30
they're getting
each.
tackles.
Yeah,
Those boys
definitely.
get tackles and tackles.
But Watt balled
points.
out.
Watt
week
did
one.
ball out. So looking at the over-unders for the week, let's just talk through these kind of one by one here. I don't love too many of them. For over 49 points for the Vikings-Eagles game could easily happen. The Vikings could also go out and only put up 3 points.
Yeah, they
So I'm cool on that. I don't need to bet on it. Over 51 points for the Chiefs-Jags. I believe that Trevor Lawrence and the Jags are legit. I think they're going to make the playoffs this year again.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to probably make the AFC title game.
Oh, I think they're legit.
But
Getting Calvin Ridley just made him even more legit.
let's give them one more week to go out there and put up over 20 points before we consistently assume that that's going to happen, okay? Because I believe the Chiefs will probably put up 30 points next game. I think they're going to come back with some fire under them.
Well, yeah, and
Travis
Kadarius
Kelce will
Toney
be back week 2.
dropping all those, that's not going to happen again. Like, that's
We'll see.
It shouldn't, I should say.
shouldn't.
It
It
shouldn't
shouldn't.
happen again because that's like a once-in-a-season happening right there. And then you compound that with not having Kelce. He's getting more looks. He's getting more opportunities, which turned out to be more opportunities to not use his hands.
Yep.
But getting Kelce back, I think that'll spur that offense, obviously.
Next, we've got Vegas and Buffalo over 46.5. I'm not going to bet on points scored in that game, but I will, spoiler alert, for our play of the week, it is a teaser this week. We're not doing player props, partially because not a lot of them are posted yet, and we want to get these picks out before the games this weekend, so we're not going to wait for the player prop bets.
Yep.
But we're going to stay away from the over-under in that. That is not our stay away of the week, though, so if you want to bet it, do that at your own risk.
Yeah.
Seahawks versus Lions, 47.5. The Seahawks, dude, they really scared me against the Rams. So I'm kind of off of them. Just a personal preference right now. Ravens and Bengals over 46.5. No way.
You don't think so?
Maybe. But again, it's a divisional game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, divisional game. I was like, hold on. Brain fart. Divisional game. This could be lower scoring. They typically are. And the Ravens didn't really impress me a ton last week. I thought they kind of just pulled it together slightly there at the end, and it worked out for them. And I don't know what's up with Joe Burrow, dude.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I thought he was good to go, so I'm going to stay off that. Over 41 for the Bears and Bucks game. I don't know if it's going to be that high scoring. I don't know if the Bears will get to 20. LA Chargers, Titans, 45.5. Again, if I can't count on both those teams to put over 20 points, I'm not going to take anything over 40.
And who's that? Chargers, Titans?
Titans. I'm not going to count on the Titans.
See, I kind of like that one because for the points that the Titans wouldn't score, I think that the Chargers are going to make up for it.
You think?
I think so.
Maybe.
I think so.
We'll see.
Because what the Chargers have in this past week? It was like 30 some odd?
Yeah, it was like 30 34, 31 or something.
That's also
like that.
against a much better team than the Titans.
Yeah, it's against the Dolphins, who's another high-octane offense. 36-34. So they put up 70 points. But the Titans are far from the Dolphins. Far from the Dolphins. Tannehill is not close to the quarterback that Tua is. DeAndre
No,
Hopkins
I know.
is.
I'm just saying that I think that whatever the Titans don't end up scoring, I think that LA is going to.
So here's the only reason. Here's the only reason I'm scared of that. Could the Titans put up 10 to 12 points? Yeah, and then the Chargers put up 30 to 35. Yeah. Justin Herbert, while I think he's a better quarterback than Josh Allen at this day, today, September 13th, 2023, I think he's got a little bit of Josh Allen in him. So he does scare me with his recklessness a little bit.
Yeah,
So I'm going to be real on that and be smart with my money. Texans versus Colts. It's a pick'em game at this point. Both money lines are about the same odds.
Really?
Colts are -1 favorite, but Texans are +1 dogs.
Wow.
At home. It's a divisional game. Are the Colts going to look like they did on opening week? I hope so, but I don't know.
I hope so, minus the last interception.
Yeah, for sure, but I don't know.
Because that last interception really
Packers versus Falcons. Again, those are just two teams that are like newer cores, younger. We don't know.
What's the or like
40
the
and a
spread?
half.
40.5, and what's the spread?
-1 +1.
Oh, jeez.
So, again, could be another low-scoring game.
Jeez.
49ers at Rams, over 45. I just... Like, the 49ers comfortably go out there and put up 30 points again, sure.
Yeah.
But are the Rams able to duplicate what they were able to do? Cooper Kupp's out. Does Puka Nacua pop off again? I don't know, man. I'm not putting my faith in it. Their backfield's still not even figured out either.
Not for the over-under on that one.
Cam Akers averaged like 1.3 yards a carry. Bum.
Yeah, don't like that one.
And who's the guy behind him? Kyron Williams. I got him on my fantasy team. He put up 15 points this week in fantasy, but does he do it again? I don't know. So I'm staying away. Giants at Cardinals is interesting. And this is one that I might not mind. Over 40. The Cardinals' defense is not anything close to the Cowboys, so the Giants should put up points.
Should.
Cardinals, they put on a little bit of surprise last week.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be way worse. I thought they were going to start tanking early. No, they're trying to fight it out, I think. So we'll see. I don't know that I'm going to take that. Here's one that I might like. Jets at Cowboys, over 39. Those are two really, really good defenses. But the Jets' O-line is terrible.
Yeah.
And
no
Cowboys'
Rodgers.
defense is better than the Bills' defense. Not to say the Bills' defense isn't good, but the Cowboys are much better. Pass rush is faster and stronger. Cornerbacks, way better.
Yeah.
Coverage, so if they can pressure Zach Wilson into making some bad throws, Cowboys defense could easily get 2 points or 2 touchdowns again.
Yeah, they could.
So that could be a higher scoring game. Could also just be low defensive battle. Commanders at Broncos, over 39. I'm not interested in anything to do with the Broncos. I don't believe in Russell Wilson. Said it. Patriots at Dolphins, over 47. That one could be on the radar. Saints at Panthers, over 40. And Browns at Steelers, over 39.5. So those are all the games for week 2.
Dang.
Yeah, I just don't know about those over-unders.
Yeah, I don't know either. None of those. There's only maybe 1 or 2 that sound.
You know what? We're gonna scrap it. We're only gonna have 4.
Appealing.
We're only gonna have 4 picks this week.
Really
So
like
we're
those.
either gonna. So we might have a chance to break even again instead of having 6 picks. We're only gonna have 4. And for our play of the week, it is a teaser with spreads. And I will give you the spreads in just a second once I find this other one. Where did it go? Right. Ba, 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 ba. Where are you at? Aha, there. So, 6-point teaser. And it teases. Why are you not showing me the... Okay, here we go. We're doubling down on the Steelers. Teasing them up from +2 to +8. So you get a few key numbers there. You get the 6 and the 7. So they could lose by a touchdown or they could lose by 7 points. That's good. Cardinals, we're teasing them up from +5.5 to +11.5 against the Giants. I really don't believe in the Giants. And I really don't think the Cardinals are as bad as everyone thought after last week. Now, maybe that's a week 1 overreaction. Time will tell. But we're teasing the Cardinals up to +11.5. And then, so they could lose by touchdown, extra point, and a field goal. They could lose by up to 10 points. And then you got the Raiders from +8.5 to +14.5. So they could lose by 2 touchdowns to the Bills. And I really think Josh Allen is going to throw another 2 interceptions.
You think so, really?
Dude.
I mean,
The man just tries to be Superman on every freaking play. I saw a thing this morning, and it was like, since last season or something, he's thrown like 25 interceptions and had like 30-something fumbles. I don't remember what it. Maybe that's way off, but I swear I saw something like that. Whatever. You and I will look after the show. But a lot of interceptions and a lot of fumbles, and just the way he played against the Jets, dude, was insane. Yeah. Like, did you see that play towards the end of the game where he's running for that 3rd and long? He's on a scramble, and he tries to hurdle those 2 defenders. He's still 8 yards from the first down marker, dude.
Yeah.
8 yards.
He's trying to do too
just
much.
Jumping. Why?
Yeah, trying to do too much.
You just saw probably your childhood hero, Aaron Rodgers, get injured in the first drive of the game.
In the first 75 seconds.
And you're out there just throwing your life away like that against a defense that will kill you?
Yeah, it's like live the fight another day. Don't be doing that stuff.
So, yeah, that's our teaser. Play of the week. Lock it in. Just did it myself. And we'll recap what the bets are here. So we have Dolphins -2.5 at New England. I'm fading Bill Belichick and the Pats at home. Tampa Bay -3 at home versus the Bears. Only way you don't take that bet is if you believe in Justin Fields. And if you believe in Justin Fields, you're either stupid or a Bears fan. And Pittsburgh +2 at home versus the Browns. If you bet against Mike Tomlin 2 times in a row at home, it's like betting against Brady in the Super Bowl, bro. You just don't do it. And yes, I learned that one the hard way. And then play of the week, 3-pick, 6-point teaser. We have, where did it go? Good Lord. I'm losing my mind. Vegas +14.5 against the Bills. That's in Buffalo. Cardinals +11.5 at home versus the Giants. That makes me feel even better. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that that's at home. And then teasing the Steelers from +2 to +8 against the Browns. Steelers might outright win that game.
Mm-hmm.
They flat out might. So taking them at +2, I got no problem. Taking them at +8, I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. So those are our picks. Lock them in. We're going 4-0 this week. There's no way we're not. And here is our stay away pick of the week. It's week 2, and this already feels like a trap game. Jets at Dallas, ±9. I'm not taking the spread on that. I know we said we might like the over in that. But again, liking the over and liking the spread are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Okay? Both of those teams could easily put up 20 points. Garrett Wilson looked like a wide receiver, like top 3 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
The run game for the Jets was on point. They are going to establish a run game against Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with Zach Wilson playing quarterback all year.
They're going to
run the ball more.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
But that O-line is so bad that the Jets really might be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cowboys' pass rush is terrifying, flat out.
Yeah.
So stay away from that +9, -9. Dak could go out there and have another Dak interception game. For all you Cowboy fans that say Dak doesn't throw interceptions, he led the league last year and played 6 less games or 5 less games than everybody else.
He throws INTs.
I get it. Some of those interceptions are on receivers. They go through their hands. See Kadarius Toney last week. See, there was a play with Dalton Schultz last year with Dak where it went through his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Some of those interceptions are on the receivers.
Mm.
But Dak throws interceptions, dude.
And apparently Josh Allen does now, too.
Josh Allen always has.
Yeah.
And I, along with Nick Wright, are like some of the only people who have always been suspect of Josh Allen. Everyone else wants to treat him like he's already won an MVP, already been to the Super Bowl. The media just anointed him the first or second, third at worst, best quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
Yeah, no.
He's not a top 5 quarterback right now.
And he sure as hell didn't play like it on Sunday.
And if you think he's a top 5 quarterback right now, you're delusional.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, stay away from those Jets, Cowboys. You just don't know. You just don't know. The Jets could give the Cowboys 2 touchdowns, and the Cowboys could go on to win by 14, 16. Could be a 1-point game.
Yeah.
The Jets could pull an upset. The Jets could cover that spread easily. But maybe they don't. So I don't know. It feels like a trap. I just can't get behind it.
Too many question marks.
Cowboys aren't going to shut another team out. I'll tell you that.
No.
Not back to back. And if they do, whoa.
Yeah, if they do, that's something.
If they do, I'm immediately going to go look and see how the Super Bowl odds have changed.
See the futures.
Yeah, for sure. So those are the picks of the week, man. Let's lock them in. Let's make some money. Have a good 4-0 week. Staying away from the over and unders. Everything scares us. I looked at those over unders, by the way, for probably about 2 hours last night and just looked at games from this last week and looked at games from last year. And I was like, I just can't. Like, there's nothing that I think that's it.
Yeah,
So
no, when you were going
those-
through them, none of them sounded that appealing, to be honest.
Like, obviously, there's a handful we said that were like, yeah, that could happen. But it's like, I can also give you 3 scenarios where off the dome where that doesn't happen.
None of them,
So,
like, jumped off the page, I guess I should say.
No. The hardest one to stay away from for me, though, the hardest bet in general was Colts -1. After seeing them compete with the Jags, I think they're going to go beat the Texans. So that might be a really safe bet.
I think they will.
But I'm trying to stay away from betting with my heart. So
No, that's fair. I think they will, though. I think that Richardson had a really good week 1. I think, obviously, the biggest thing that hindered him that hurt him and the team was that last pick that he threw.
Yeah.
If they don't throw that pick, they win that game.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
If he doesn't throw that pick, they win. So, really poised. I thought he looked really poised for being first game out, rookie quarterback, not having your running back number 1. I thought he did a hell of a job for what he had to work with in week 1.
He
high hopes for that kid.
He was way better than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to throw 2 or 3 interceptions. Definitely throw an interception within the first half.
Yeah.
And he came out and balled.
He did.
He
did a good job. And the nice thing, too, is that, like, the Indy's got something that they haven't necessarily had in the past, which is a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah. And Shane Steichen just went to the Super Bowl with a dual threat quarterback.
Exactly.
So
yeah. So he
that
knows
could be a
he
match
knows
made in
what he's
heaven.
doing whenever he's coaching dual threat.
Could be a match made in heaven.
I still cannot wrap my mind around what they're doing with Jonathan Taylor. I still just don't
So
get it.
let's dive into that real quick because after week 1, there's another team now. It's an AFC team that I think might be on the list of potential landing spots for Taylor if he gets into trade talks again.
Who's
Or
that?
if the trade talks become serious again, I should say.
Who's that?
Baltimore Ravens.
Mm.
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins
Out.
What was it? Achilles or ACL for Dobbins?
I think it was ACL. Rodgers was Achilles.
Yeah.
Maybe it was both Achilles. I don't know. Tore something. Out for season. And Jonathan Taylor could be on their list of potential trade targets. Just depends on what kind of package they could put together and if they're willing to give up that first, because I know Jim Irsay really wants that first round pick for him.
Yeah.
Which is still crazy to me. You don't want to pay the man like a prime asset, but you want a prime asset in return.
Yeah, you want to price him out like a prime asset, but then you don't want to treat him as such. That's the thing that doesn't make any sense.
Unreal. But yeah, I was actually super encouraged and excited after the Colts game this weekend. I was like, if we have Jonathan Taylor, we probably win that game.
Oh, 100%.
And what was it, 2021 when he ran for those 20 touchdowns? And
I think so, yeah. I think that was the year. It was 21, yeah.
right after COVID?
I think so. It was
Yeah,
either
'cause it
20 or 21.
It wasn't 20.
So then 21.
Because 20 got shut down because of COVID, right? I don't know. I think it's 21, though. I saw a stat where it was like if he had a touchdown and or 100-plus rushing yards in a game, we won that game.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going to say it publicly. He's the best running back in the league. I'll hear McCaffrey. I'll hear it.
I think that it's either of them.
I'd maybe hear Eckler. I don't know. I'm kind of an Eckler hater, though.
I like
to a
Eckler,
degree.
though.
I think he's good.
I think
I think
top
he's a better
3 for
fantasy
sure.
option than he is a real-life option.
I think he's top 3 even like real life.
Fuck, dude.
For real.
Bijan Robinson looks really good.
Bijan Robinson also looks good.
Jameer Gibbs is really fucking fast.
Jameer Gibbs also looks good. I think those are probably your 5 right there.
Mm,
Who else are you putting up there? If
shit,
not those
Brees
5.
Hall didn't miss a beat.
No, Brees Hall looked very good.
Brees Hall was on fire.
Joe had him as well.
Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's probably a top 5 running back right
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
Especially because he didn't split anything. No split carries.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, there's
That
a
is
lot of really
true.
good ones. Hell, dude, David Montgomery looked really good for the Lions.
David Montgomery did, yeah, but Campbell's already come out and said that they're gonna give
Gibbs.
more touches to Gibbs.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, they're doing that.
I think Gibbs
already,
is the
so.
better running back. But like there's a lot of really good ones going around right now.
Which I hate because I have Montgomery on my team, but whatever.
I have him in one of my leagues. But yeah.
We'll be all right.
So
We'll get through it.
hell yeah. Well, excited for week 2. Excited to make some money. No more breaking even.
Going to 4-0.
4-0, dude.
I'm placing mine after the show.
I got it. I can feel it in my nuts. They're tingling.
In your cojones.
Yeah, they're tingling. They're going.
I think that's all the zinc, dude.
I don't take zinc. I do smalts.
I've been slipping you zinc.
Fuck. You want to fuck?
No.
Okay.
No.
Darn. Well, you got anything else for me?
Not really. I mean, on the football topic, did you see that there's some news outlets that are freaking out because Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have been seen together, like hanging out? People were trying to say like they're like, oh my God, they're dating. Did you see that?
Trav, all I have to say is this, dude. See her discography. You will be mentioned.
Oh,
If you do anything
without a doubt.
If you do anything wrong, you will be mentioned.
You might even be mentioned on 2 versions.
And you will have half of the U.S. women population hate you.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Swifties, dog. I don't know if there's a crazier fan base out there.
Like, you think Catching Kelsey was embarrassing? That TV show that he was on, that dating show that he was on? You think that shit's embarrassing? Just wait, bro.
Yeah, just wait till she name drops you and the hotel that you guys were in.
Yeah, or she calls the song like 87.
Oh,
She just goes on some wild ass Taylor shit that she does and calls it like 87.
dude, that would be terrible.
Or Take Care, but it's a K for Kelsey. TK. Take Care. Travis Kelce. Something, dude. There's
Wow,
just
TK, that was good.
I know.
Fuck.
I'm an artist. There's just too much
I'm an
ammo.
artist.
There's just
Yeah.
too much ammo, dude. Too much ammo.
Yeah,
But
hey,
it's funny because like when she did her stadium tours, he went to the Arrowhead show. And you know how like all the girls were doing like the bracelet things and they were all like trading bracelets at the shows and shit? Apparently he was waiting in the wings and he had made a bracelet and it had his phone number on it. And he was trying to give it to her. And she swerved him. She like I don't know if she like directly swerved him or if they were like, "Hey, Miss Swift, Travis Kelce's here to see you," and she's like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to see him. I don't know what the situation was, but I know that he didn't get to like see her, talk to her, hang out with her, whatever.
how close are they in age?
Same age. I think they're both 33.
What?
I think they are both 33 from the article I read today. I believe that is
Travis
what it said.
Kelce is 33. Taylor.
Should be 33. I think she's 6
If
years
you type
older
in
than me.
Taylor Swift, the first thing that comes up is her and Kelsey.
Yeah, 'cause
And then the
it's-
next one is Taylor Swift Kelsey. Oh no.
it's trending right now.
Oh no.
So apparently, according to both of their camps, they are
both
hanging out,
33.
but they are not officially dating yet.
Good, dude. Travis, don't do it, bro.
I mean, that's what I would say. Don't do it.
Trav, don't
do it. Don't do it.
Please.
Unless you are hell bent on marrying this woman and having all the songs that she writes about you positive. I mean, all publicity is good publicity, is what they say. But don't know if I want to deal with that. Don't know if I want to deal with arguably the biggest female artist in the world right now. Don't know if I want to do that.
She's up there.
I think she legitimately is. When you're making like $13.5 million a concert,
It's a lot of money.
that's pretty much, and like all your stuff is selling out 2 years in advance. Get this. She's playing Indianapolis next year. All the Airbnbs that are listed for that time are already $3,000 and $4,000.
Oh my.
She's playing here next year, and people are already
I
trying
thought
to.
you were gonna say already booked.
No, like rightfully so. People are already trying to book like
Yeah.
hotels and all that stuff. Hotel rates have gone up by at least 200%.
Yeah, for sure.
Airbnb rates through the roof.
Let's show.
And this is a year and a half out.
People are gonna need a place to stay.
Insane. Yeah,
Supply
but
and
like
demand.
it's crazy though because they know exactly supply and demand. They know how many people are coming to this shit and they're like, "Oh, we're going to
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Shit.
She's probably the #1 female artist in the world right now.
I can tell
In
you
terms
what
of popularity and earnings and yada yada.
I'll tell you what I'll be doing on those nights. Working.
Yeah, and you'll probably be making bank
Yeah,
on that
I will
night.
intentionally be working because of that.
Yeah, set up your schedule so that you work downtown that night. Because
Show will.
I'd imagine she's at Lucas Oil. I can't imagine that they do it at Gamebridge. Too small.
Yeah, dude, I want to get
Too small.
on at the Slippery Noodle, like part-time. Because I've said this before. Even when I get my real big boy job, I'm going to keep my bartending gig just so that I, like, if I have a free weekend where I got nothing better to do,
Just gonna make a
I'll
couple
pick up a
$100 and-
Saturday and make $300. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
And pay for my weekend out. But,
Oh.
yeah. But the Slippery Noodle, it's this
I've never
bar.
been there.
Bro, so first of all,
I've heard of it. Never
Yeah.
been.
So went with Danny before the Colts game on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So good, dude.
What'd you
Like,
get?
it is the best game day atmosphere. Well, I just got
Oh, I thought you were talking about like food, but just like the
they've
bar in
got
general is good.
It's just the best spot. So it's, I think, the oldest bar in Indy.
Really?
I think so. Look that up.
Yeah, let me look.
And they're locally owned. They're definitely one of the oldest, but they're locally owned. I love it. They've got a sign in there. It's locally owned, internationally known. And they used to have the Blues Brothers in there all the time. So they have tons of Blues Brothers memorabilia.
That's cool.
And it's like a 3 or 4 story bar. And it's just this brick and mortar building that is the greatest game day atmosphere, dude. It's right across the street from the stadium.
Oh,
too.
dude, I know exactly what bar this is.
Yeah, it is.
I've never been in there
so
because
good.
it's always packed whenever I go by it, but like I know exactly what it is.
Bro, they open their doors on game day. I'm pretty sure they open them at 9,
That's
but
beautiful.
they don't open till 10. Like they didn't this weekend for opening weekend, which I was surprised about. But the weather was so nice, a lot of people were tailgating.
Sure.
But especially during the colder months of NFL season, there's a line wrapped around that door at 9 a.m.
Because it was
wrapped around that
by,
building.
it's like down the street from the parking lot that we would park in last year when we had season tickets. And like there were a couple times where I would want to go and then like we would drive by and it's like, no,
It is
there's no shot. We'll go a
right
couple
across
blocks
the
down the
street.
street and go somewhere else.
right across the street from the
So I
stadium. It's the
Googled
best.
the Slippery Noodle Inn was originally founded in 1850 as the Tremont House. It is Indiana's oldest continually operated bar in the original building.
Not just Indy's, Indiana's oldest bar. Let's go,
Yep.
dude.
The Noodle is listed in the National Register of Historic Places.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Originally, it was a roadhouse.
Hey.
Predecessor to the Holiday Inn and a bar. It has traditionally been owned by people of German descent, and it was one of the first German clubs in Indianapolis. The Noodle has been through several name changes over the years. In the 1860s, the name was changed to the Concordia House. The name came from the first German Lutheran immigrant ship to land in the New World, the Concorde. As a side note, there is a cemetery on South Meridian Street named Concordia.
Yeah, well, I think Slippery Noodle is the most gangster name ever. 'Cause
Yeah, and then
is
it was-
hilarious.
It was eventually changed to...
And I think it's a play on being drunk and having like whiskey dick. I think that's kind of what it references.
Dude, get this.
at
During
least in my mind.
Prohibition,
Hold on.
it
Time
was...
out. You're not even gonna acknowledge what I just said.
Sorry, what? The whiskey dick thing?
I think the Slippery Noodle is like a Slippery Noodle whiskey dick reference. At least in my mind, that's what I say.
It could be.
Skip right over that. Never mind.
Sorry, I was just blown away by this. During Prohibition, it was named Moore's Restaurant, although beer was still made in the basement.
Yeah.
So they were still making beer during the Prohibition in the basement.
Yeah.
That's bad.
They have their a house IPA called This Is It. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
So yeah, great game day atmosphere. You get there at 10 o'clock, drink from 10 to 12:50, walk across the street for the game. You don't miss kickoff. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time. So we'll have to go this year.
It was named the Slippery Noodle in 63.
When Ange is here
That's awesome.
for the Saints game, we're gonna be going to the Noodle in the morning. So you'll have to come with us. It'll be a good
Yeah,
time.
thanks for telling me you guys got tickets to that, by the way. I'd have bought tickets with you.
How am I supposed to know? Like, what do you do every year with your parents?
Not
Oh,
every
and-
year. Last year was the first year that we got season tickets.
All right, whatever. How was I supposed to know you weren't doing it again?
I don't know. Maybe just ask a question. Hey, do you have season tickets again? No. Well, in that case, would you like to go to the New Orleans game with us? Sure, buddy.
Sorry,
Thanks.
sorry.
It's okay. I'll go to the Slippery Noodle with you.
You want me to see if the seat next to us is open? You could buy it.
I already checked.
You sure?
I checked months ago.
You know what seat we have?
I did. Angela told me.
Okay. How did Angela tell you? You don't have the tickets.
I don't know. When I looked, the only ones that were available were like nosebleed tickets. Same thing for last Sunday. I almost bought tickets for last Sunday's game. I was at the Indians game on Friday, or excuse me, on Saturday night, and I was sitting there and I was like, I wonder how much tickets are. Like if I got one last minute, $65 for
That's not bad.
like the upper section, like way up there.
That's what we paid.
Like the 600. Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
No, not bad at all.
And dude, Lucas Oil is just like Gainbridge. Shout out Indy Sports Arenas. There's not a bad seat in the house, dude.
No, there's really not.
Like truthfully.
There's really not.
And football, I don't like being there live as much as I like being at NBA games. Because at NBA games, I'm definitely more involved in the game. And the atmosphere is still fun. Football, for me, is like 70% about the atmosphere and being there and just getting drunk and hanging out. And then a little bit about watching the game. I'm only going to watch at about the same amount of the game. Wow. Whoa. I just had a full-blown stroke. I'm only going to watch about as much of the game live as I would at home on my couch. I'm not going to watch every snap. Like, you just don't. That's the beautiful thing about football, though. You don't have to. You don't have to watch every snap. You look up when the big plays are happening. You hear the roar of the crowd. Oh, look up, right? But I'm sitting there. I'm checking my fantasy team. I'm checking my bets. That's the problem with football is there's so many other things going on while the game is happening. There's other games. There's fantasy.
Other games,
there's
fantasy,
bets.
and bets. Yep.
Good Lord.
Honestly, fantasy is the biggest one for me because the bet thing is going to happen whether I check it right now or whether I check it later. But
Yeah,
like
but I
the
like to-
fantasy thing,
I like to check it how close I am.
come on.
I like to check how close I am.
I mean, that's fair.
You
That's
know?
fair.
So, but yeah.
That's fair.
So,
well,
roll horse and week 2, big payday. And Nash, stay the fuck off of YouTube.
yeah, go Patriots too.
Stay off my
actually.
channel at least. No, boo Patriots. We're cheering for
No.
the Dolphins.
No,
-2.5.
I want them to win. I want the bets to hit, but I would like the Patriots to win. It's a very tough world that I'm living in right
Conflicting
now.
interest.
Yeah. All right, who do we got for exit music today? Who do we get to bang out today?
Obviously, the man himself, Double A.
Duh.
We play him all the time. He is the man who co-signed our show, called us Naturals. Shout out you, man.
Thanks, Aaron.
And he just dropped his new album, just opened the new storefront. The man's making moves.
Yeah, I know. Did you go to the storefront this weekend?
I didn't. I'm a shitty friend. But it looks awesome.
Let's
and
go.
I can't
Let's
wait.
go this weekend.
I say we wait for the weekend of the 23rd, Sam Curtis's wedding.
Ooh,
Were you invited to that?
No.
Sorry about you.
it's
We're
okay.
going to go with Angelo.
Love you
though.
anyway, Sam.
We're going to go with Angelo.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's do that.
So let's wait for Ange
Let's do that.
and go then.
That'll be sweet.
And that gives him enough time that he'll have been open for a little bit. It may not be as crowded. We might get to have more than a 5-minute conversation with the guy.
Dude, that's fine.
Might get to hang out a little.
I'm down to go whenever.
And he'll be accepting trades and buys by then.
Oh, cool.
So I'm looking to trade a couple pieces in.
Yeah, you know what? I probably have a couple things I could trade into.
Give him 3 T-shirts, walk out with a flannel. It'll be great. All right.
Idea.
So Double A, his new album, it's called What They Don't See. He dropped it, I believe,
It's
2 or
Saturday.
3 on Saturday. There
It was
you go.
the 8th, right? It was because he dropped,
Yeah.
or it was like Friday or Saturday because he dropped the album and then the store opened the next
Yeah,
day. or
we'll
something
pop
like
the
that.
cover up on the screen here too because
Yep.
it is just a gangster cover.
Yeah,
But this song is called Chatter. It's the 9th song on the album. He did his thing.
Yeah. Hey.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Please don't bring me up.
Enjoy the
If
music.
I ain't really down with you. We don't share opinions. How I'm supposed to share that crown with you. Please don't bring me up. If I ain't really down. Gotta look inside myself. That's what they never found. I said, please don't bring me up. If I ain't really down with you. We don't share opinions. How I'm supposed to share that crown with you. Please don't bring me up. If we ain't really down. Gotta look inside myself. That's what they never found.
The man put his
I said,
lyrics
please
on
don't
here.
bring me. Time get lost. That's a product of being your boss. Never get soft. It's somebody at work when you off. They wanna cross paths with the goated and wonder why I get to bucking these rappers is confident, but they been fucking up good looks like a wide open jumper. I'm ball hogging, gonna check on my call log, and it's nothing but wifey. Don't talk to my ops and don't talk to me nicely. I need me some pressure. This shit could get dicey like snake eyes. A lot of people leave fake lies, but I know this shit ties them. Don't got employees, I probably fire some simply because of my drive, and they know that it's unmatched. I'm just here to keep one fact straight. Ain't no acting, I'm up that late just to get a bag. Fuck that safe route. Y'all been taking
that water down like a car bomb.
Nobody putting doubt on my name. I'm the one who steady shouting about shit inside of my town. It's been overly crowded with talent. The balance is fucked up while I'm speaking on it. Get some light and put a beacon of it on your boy. They shit is weak enough I could destroy it. I've been in peak condition. I might leave my shit and tweet the link out simply for the joy. They shit don't have no flavor like LaCroix. Tell them to keep it pushing. I've been seasoned cooking up a masterpiece. Don't bring me up if I ain't really down with you. We don't share.
I love that instrumental in the back. The strings and the horns and stuff. I love that. It's got a very jazzy.
The whole album is a true banger.
Yeah. Shut up your mouth for once. How many times you done blew someone's high when you talking while passing a blunt? How many times you done seen on the and told me that you trying to stunt?
Hey, yo.
That was good. That's legit. That's legit.
You know what's sad? I've had it happen, and I've probably been that person too. Yeah.
If there ain't no benefit, I used to say it and there was no end to it. Now I just keep all my business shit separate. Look out for people who over affectionate, they got ulterior motives. All of my lyrics is quoted, they rented the crumb, but I own it. I've been the one, bitch, I know it. These laundry ass rappers been folded. Bitch, I've been goated. Chilling with livestock, I got hella hours on my time clock, and they steady waiting for a price drop. Bitch, it ain't no telling what I might rock up on the daily shit. They let it talk, but they pay me. I don't give a fuck if I'm shady. How you gonna shop with me knowing you trying to get on, but they hate when I say that you crazy. Man, I see through it like bitches with wet tees. Don't forget me when y'all speak on the wave. I know the path that I paved, I know the culture I saved. Told them that we not the same, but y'all knew that y'all wasn't, and now gonna vouch for the shit that I gave. This wasn't given, it's made. Tell them that they in the way. Always got something to say. Bring me up if I ain't really down with you. We don't share opinions. I'm supposed to share that crown with you. Please don't bring me up if I ain't really down. Gotta look inside myself, that's what they never found. I said, please don't bring me up if I ain't really down with you. We don't share opinions. I'm supposed to share that crown with you. Please don't bring me up if we ain't really down. Gotta look inside myself, that's what they never found. I said, please don't bring me. Hey, folks talking shit all the damn time, directly and indirectly. Y'all get mad because I say no to shit. Y'all get mad because I don't shout you out enough. Y'all get mad because I don't want to buy your shit. Y'all talk shit about my business to make yours sound better. You see me at a show and walk away to say something to somebody else because you can't stand to see me doing well. Well, keep your lame ass fucking dap. I don't want it. The easiest remedy is to keep my name out your fucking mouth. Out your fucking mouth! And I'd appreciate that. Y'all have a good night now.